The racial policies of Nazi Germany, the 1935 Nuremberg Laws, and the racist doctrines of Adolf Hitler considered Jews and Slavs, including Poles, Czechs, Russians, Roma, and Serbs, racially inferior subhumans. The term was also applied to mixed race and black people. However, a definition of Aryan that included all non-Jewish Europeans was deemed unacceptable, and the Expert Committee on Questions of Population and Racial Policy of 1933 brought together important Nazi intellectuals Alfred Plotz, Fritz Thyssen, and Ernst Rudin to plan the course of Nazi racial policy, defining an Aryan as one who was tribally related to the German blood and descendant of a folk. Nazi scholars endorsed the North European hypothesis in an effort to prove Pi was originally spoken by an Aryan master race, and associated the Semitic languages with inferior races. Historical revisionism around race was disseminated through Ahnenpass, a Nazi think tank. Hitler regularly invoked Ernst Haeckel's social Darwinist concepts of higher evolution struggle for existence, evolution, in his Nazi racial ideology, which is the central theme in the chapter Nation and Race of Mein Kampf. Haeckel's social Darwinism was also praised by Alfred Plotz, founder of the German Society for Racial Hygiene, who made him an honorary member of the eugenic organization. In 1938, the Reich Ministry of Education released the German biology curriculum, which reflected the curriculum developed by the National Socialist Teachers League and emphasized the social Darwinist interpretation of the evolution of human races. Hans Weinert, who had joined the SS and worked for the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute of Anthropology publishing theories of Nazi eugenics and racial evolution, claimed the Nordic race as a highly evolved race, and Aboriginal Australians as being the lowest rank in the racial hierarchy. Hans F. K. Günther was considered to be the most influential Nazi anthropologist, although he was not professionally trained. Günther's racist writings on Nordicism was suffused with the ideas of Gobineau, who believed the Nordic race had originated in Northern Europe and spread through conquest. 87. This had expressed approval of the Nazi eugenics policies, and had critical influence on scientific racism. Günther's theories gained acclamation from Hitler, who later included his books as a recommended reading material for the Nazi Party members. Nazi racial theories considered the purest stock of Aryans the Nordic people, identified by physical anthropological features such as tallness, white skin, blue eyes, narrow and straight noses, dolichocephalic skulls, prominent chins, and blonde hair, including Scandinavians, Germans, English, and French. After the Nazis came to power, selective breeding for supposed Aryan traits such as athleticism, blonde hair and blue eyes was encouraged, while the inferior races and people with physical or mental illness were deemed life unworthy of life, and many were interned in concentration camps. The culmination of Nazi eugenicist and racial hygiene programs of sterilization and extermination aimed at creating an Aryan master race and eliminating inferior non-Aryan types such as Jews, Slavs, Poles, Roma, homosexuals, and the disabled. Nazi Germany introduced the anti-Jewish legislation that systemically discriminated against Jews by requiring Aryan certification for a German Reich citizen. 94–95, after Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany, the public policies of Nazi Germany became increasingly hostile towards supposed inferior types. 96, particularly Jews, who were considered to be the highest manifestation of the Semitic race, and segregation of Jews in ghettos culminated in the policy of extermination the Nazis called the final solution to the Jewish question. The state-sponsored persecution systematically murdered over 6 million Jews, 5.7 million Slavs, 1.8 to 3 million Poles, disabled people, including children through mass shooting, gas chamber, gas van, and concentration camps, in the process known as the Holocaust. The Aryan race belief was used by the Nazis to justify the persecution, depicting the victims as the antipode and eternal enemy of the Aryans.